Alrighty, so yeah, next thing is we're gonna go through the grinder. This is the grinder. It's a 2x72. It's running off a half horse motor that's 240, wired 240, and we'll start with a 40 grit or an 80 grit, and we'll go ahead and you just put the table on there and you just kind of just slowly start grinding away. Plus, if the steel gets hot, you want to know it. Who invaded my shop? So what you're going to do now is basically, all you're going to do is clean up the edges to 120 grit, and then you're going to make sure that whatever shape you like, if you want the tang a little bit pointier, or if you want it wider, this would be the end of the tang right here. If you want it wider or if you want it pointier, that'll be up to you. It's all an aesthetic at that point. You want a straight groove across the whole thing, and you want to kind of go a little deep. You can make a small little V notch there. Congratulations, because you got a little on your cheek now too. Actually, you got some right on your cheek there. Yeah, you've definitely become a true knife maker. I usually do the same thing when I walk in. The kids are like, "Dad, what did you do?" I'm like, "Oh." No. Okay, so let me put that away. Normally, I just keep it traditional. You'll see like the curves on this. It's a nice even curve on there. Nothing fancy. For you, you know, I don't think you're going to work on the curves right now, but the scales, you're not going to be at that point yet. Bring it around so you got a good curve. It just gives you an idea. Normally it's about 3.5 inches or so. It gives your estimate right there. So what you want to do is you want to find center in this direction here, and then you're going to want to make it symmetrical across there, because that's your pin that you're going to have here in the middle. You do that, and you can mark them. We can actually just, if you want to, we can blue dike them that either. If you want to see if it's a little bit easier, you can. I have blue dye to mark the knife, and you'll see it better. Off slightly. And he put his knife inside it. And then he put the knife inside it. He wasn't careful exactly how to do it. When he put it in there, it's going to be bigger than that. And this was set for Chris's and for the kids' pins that you just saw earlier for their nunchucks, and they're all the same size. So you dip this in there like that, pick up all that wax, and now you can go ahead and center that and drill it. Now the other option is whether you want to leave those holes that size. You can make them bigger, but I don't think there's a necessary. Yeah. No, as you notice, it's a certain thickness, so you don't want it too far forward, but you don't want it all the way back, because then you'll fall into where your shoulders are going to be for your knife scales. Just to try to see if you want to find your niche. You got your jimping done, you got your choil, you have all your holes drilled, and you have your placement for your pins. So I'm going to go take over, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and put the maker's mark in here. So what I'm doing is I have a, it's S1 tool steel, and that's my maker's mark there that I use. The stamp, it's hardened, and it's usually right about where the jimping is at. And I got it there, and then I just press it down, take it to about 6 tons. Here we go, we got contact. So I take it up to 6 tons of pressure. And this is actually pushing into the D2 steel and is going to leave a permanent mark. It'll take an awful lot of grinding to ever remove that mark, versus etching can be ground or sand away. So now, get, there we go, you see that line. It's nice is when we built this, it was the only one grinder I had, so I had to make do with what I had. So I put it on a base that I can rotate it. And this is how you taper the tangs. My water right here and everything, just got to get light on it. I'm going to make it tapered like that. All right, now we're starting the edge. We got the taper tang finished, and now we're going to do the blade profile. Okay, so you like it so far? Everything's good?
Yeah, this is awesome.
So we're on the third stage, or number 1 stage of 3 steps, I guess. Well, step 1 to step 3, we're about a third done. So we have to finish hand sanding, heat treat, hand sand some more, and then shape your scales, glue those all up, put your pins on, and then sheath, and then sharpening.
This is as far as building process is going to go today. In order for you to see the rest of the process, I want you guys to head over to Chad's channel, and it's going to be linked down below. Make sure you go give him a follow. The video of the rest of this knife will be coming out pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that.
That's it. It was great to have you guys out here. This was awesome. It was a big day.
I'm glad it worked out for us to come by and hang out. Hit the subscribe button on our channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And there's a big thumb war going on YouTube right now, so make sure you hit that thumb war button down below and leave us a comment. We'll see you guys later. Hats off to you. You want to do the honors?
There we go.
Yep.
Alright, we're going to do part 1.
Right, because we can't finish the knife completely today, so we're going to start it, and then he's going to finish it, and you'll be able to see the process you go about, you know, actually making the knife. So you'll be able to go over to his channel, and that's CK Knife and Tool. I'll leave a link down below for that, and then also at the end of the video there'll be a link. But so he'll be posting a video with kind of the process of making our knife, and then once the knife is finished, then we'll get it shipped to us and we'll open it here on this channel for you guys to see.